Mason, phone. Put it up there.
Okay. Just I can if I want.
Here, I'll get homework. Yep. All right, I'll get homework here. I'll come by. And then, hey, somebody turned in two worksheets, 1-3 extra practice and 2-1 extra practice yesterday. Did you turn in anything yesterday?
I turned those worksheets in. I don't know if it wasn't yesterday.
All right, well, it might not have been yesterday, so if anybody else did, I'll have to look at them, see if they were yours. All right, second.
This is like an equation. What's the smallest
Yeah,
m?
stuck on that side.
-3, right? So add it to both sides.
Okay.
This is like equations. We gotta get that very early to go.
11 problems.
Yeah, it's just an equality.
I'll give you a half.
Yeah. Yep. Bless you.
You have to number 4. Give you 4. Okay. And you got things labeled from yesterday, right? You got email that you have. Did you get any of the stuff? Okay.
Hey, you could have watched the lesson yesterday from home.
I did, and I didn't understand it.
This is the same stuff we've been doing. So what do we do? Multiply by negative? All right. You guys about done?
No.
Yeah.
All right. Whoa, easy back there.
Yeah, I have rounds and everything for the but I didn't know how to
I would use it together. No, I just, in case you needed to put some things on there. Okay. We'll definitely need to look at the back when we do the homework.
I'm sorry?
I said, we'll definitely need to go over the back, some of the back problems.
Back problem. Okay.
But that 26 would be a good one. You guys need to make sure you're looking at that one.
Was this on the homework?
No,
26?
this is just bell work.
Okay.
You got 'em?
Ugh. Another thing, the worst thing about work getting used to the work. Is anybody else's ears sore? That's what hurts mine. It's gonna take a while to get used to that again. All right. Guys, if you're not done, that's okay. Let's take a look at this. So the number 11 here is just like equations.
Yeah.
Which one's the smallest m?
Then with 3.
Okay, so how do we get it over to the other side?
U minus 3.
No, it's already minused.
Oh, you add it.
Yeah.
On both sides.
And what's going to be nice about this, what's -2 plus 3?
-5.
You subtract it. What's -2 plus 3? Think of the temperature warming up 3 degrees from -2. Use your calculator if you need.
One.
Okay, now what do you do?
U minus 4 on both sides.
Then we're done. What do you get? M is what?
3.
But how do I read it?
It's n less than,
Open ends towards a 3. So it's not less than.
greater than.
M is greater than 3. M is greater than 3. Okay, what do you think about number 12? What's my first step, Jeff? What are we going to do? Is there anything simplifying to do? Is there anything simplifying to do, Jeff? Is there any simplifying to do?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so what do I do?
I don't know.
Come on.
I can help him.
Let's get our ends together. No, he can do it.
Okay.
How do I get 8 end over?
You have to subtract him.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 1.
Now what?
Uh,
These, what?
Cancel.
What am I left with?
2 is less than or equal to negative 1.
Okay. Now, what happened to my variables, guys? They cancel. So it's either going to be what? All real numbers or no solution. Right? Maya, is that true? Is 2 less than or equal to negative 9? Right here.
No.
No, this is not true. So what's my answer? Maya? No solution. Whoa. No solution. All right, that's a no solution. All right. Bowling Alley A charges $3.75 to rent shoes, $4 per game. Alley B, Bowling Alley B charges $2.50 plus $4.50 per game. For how many games is the total cost, including a pair of rented shoes, less at bowling? Okay, so we want this to be less. Is everybody good with that? So I'm going to write that first. Less than what? What's my other one? $2.50 a game. And what? Okay. Is everybody good with that? Now, where do I put my variable? Per game, right? Per game. What's it cost a game on this side? Okay, there's my variable. $4.50 on that side. There's my variable. Okay, anytime it says per, right? So Juan, what am I going to do here? Get your x's together, nothing to simplify. So subtract what? Okay, so read it. What's left, Juan, starting on the left here? What do we got? Okay, it's money, man. $2.50. Come on, $4.50 minus 4. You don't need a calculator. Oh, thank you. All right, now what? What do you think? Go ahead.
Subtract 250.
And what do you got?
1.20 is less than 0.58.
Is it 1.20?
Oh, 1.20.
5, right? $1.25. Okay, divide by 50 cents there, guys. So what do we got? What is it? I don't think it's 2.5. $1.25 divided by 50 cents. What is it?
2.5.
Oh, it is 2.5? Okay. So when's it less at bowling Bowling Alley A? So what's the initial charge here? Isn't it more to rent the shoes? Less per game. So when's it going to be? When you bowl more than what? Nah, wouldn't be 2. Wouldn't it be 3? You have to go up, right? Because you can't cut games in half. You're not going to bowl. So it has to be at 3 games is cheaper at bowling alley A. So when would it be cheaper to bowl at bowling alley B? To when we do what? Yeah.
At bowling alley B.
When? How many games?
2.
Would it ever be cheaper? Because think about it. Bowling alley A is $4 per game, right? Thank you. Okay. Which game is it? Isn't it cheaper per game at bowling alley A? Does everybody agree? So if at 3 games it's cheaper to bowl at bowling alley A, would it ever be cheaper beyond that at bowling alley B? No. So what games would be cheaper at bowling alley B? How many games? If you bowl what? 1 or so 1. Okay. So it's going to be what? Less than 3. So 1 or 2 at B would be cheaper. Okay? That was a crazy problem. Crazy.
Crazy. All right. I got these two. I need to get, you got what? For the free folder. Oh, so I just started.
Did you pass the stuff out that was in there?
Yep.
Oh, you got it?
I do something every now and then.
Wow.
All right, let's take a look at that homework on some of these. And you want to hand out that yellow with this thing.
Gotcha.
When you get a chance.
Yep.
All right, let's. I'm just going to highlight a couple. The first one. I don't know if anybody knows. Every answer when you graphed it was less than or less than or equal to. You got it correct. Yes, I know. I kept thinking, wait, how did this happen? So I was like, that shouldn't be right. But so let's take a look. Just go through a couple here, and I'm going to hop on the back here in a second. Negative 5x is greater than 10. What do I got to divide by? Jenna. Right here. Just look up here. Negative 5x is greater than 10. What do I got to divide by?
Negative 5.
What happens when I divide by a negative number? Zach.
You flip the sign.
You got to flip the sign. So it's going to be x is less than negative 2. So this one, less than negative 2. Open circle to the left. They all go to the left. All right, now go ahead and flip it over on the back. Do I want to? I do want to. And I will.
And someone's in a bad mood.
A little testy today. Okay. All right, on the back, a lot of you said, hey, I struggle with word problems. Understand. So we just got to work to get better at it, little by little. They're not going to go away. And then you'll just get more comfortable with them. So that's kind of the goal. I understand for 10, it threw me off at first because they got this M. Do you know what that M means?
Meters.
It means meters. It's not a variable. Okay, they're just saying those, so that threw some people off. They're like, there's an N and there's an M. Crap, what do I do? All right, so let's fix it now. The area, how do you find the area of a rectangle? Length times width. So the length is 3n minus 5. The width is 2. I got to multiply those two together. So the area is going to be the length times width, or width times length. So I'm going to put the 2 first. So it's 2 times 3n minus 5. Okay. Then what do I do to finish? If you read through that. Ava.
Is greater than 47.
Greater than 47, because the area is more than 47 square meters. So it's greater than 47. Okay. So we got that. So you got to have that first. If you don't have that, fix it. Write it down now. Okay, about half of you had this one done, and the half that had it, some of you had M and had all that other stuff. Okay, I understand that M. First time I looked at it, I was like, this doesn't make sense. And then I read it through real careful and said, all right, that M just stands for meters. Now, I got to get N by itself. Distribute the 2. So I get 6N minus 10 is greater than 47. We know how to solve that. Once we get to this point, we're good. Just getting the equation. add 10, I get 6n is greater than 57. 6n is greater than 57. Divide by what? 6. Do I need to flip any signs? No. Well, and it's but 57 divided by 6. That's most of you are like, I don't know what that is in my head. You should calculate it. Okay, Ryan, you know what that is?
9.5.
All right, 9.5. So n has to be bigger than 9.5. So if we're going to make this bigger than 47 square meters, okay, our n value, this n value right here has to be bigger than 9.5. Okay, I don't really need to word my answer in any special way. All right, you must maintain a minimum balance. Well, minimum means it has to be above that, right? Of $50 in your checking account. Okay, a lot of you really aren't there yet. Anybody got checking accounts? Ooh, all right, we got a couple of you. All right, some of you have to have minimum balance. You know, my minimum balance is like, 52,000. Usually I got to stay above that. Just kidding. You currently have a balance of 280. You're going to take out $20 at a time. Okay, you go to the ATM, you take out 20, you take out another 20. Write and solve an inequality that represents how many $20 bills you can withdraw from the account without going below the minimum balance. Okay, so how many $20 bills? All right, how am I going to write this? Ava, what do you think?
280 minus, I put in parentheses, but 20 plus, 2.50.
You're looking at part B.
Oh, my bad. 280 minus 20x is greater than or equal to 50.
Okay, our minimum balance has to be 50, so that account has to be bigger than that. X is the number of $20 bills. All right, that's correct. That is correct. Write it down if you don't have it. 280 minus 20x is greater than or equal to 50. So now I'm going to, or not me. I know how to do it. How about you? Okay, how about you? Okay, we got Lucas.
Subtract 280 on both sides.
Subtract 280. Subtract 280. That gives me, Lucas, tell me what to write.
Negative 20x is greater than or equal to negative 230.
Okay. Maya, you caught up? Kinda?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what to do from here?
Would you divide?
By what?
Negative 20.
You would. What happens, Maya, when I divide by a negative number?
It flips the sign.
Flips the sign. So now it becomes less than or equal to. All right, what's a negative 230 divided by negative 20? Is it 11 and a half?
Mm-hmm.
11 and a half. Can you take out half a bill? All right, thank you.
They're essential.
Yeah. How would you answer this question? How many bills do we withdraw?
11.
Okay, 11. Can I withdraw 10?
Yeah, I can withdraw anything less than 11.
Anything less than 11. So I can withdraw 11. 11 or fewer. That's another way I can word it. $20 bills. All right, now your bank charges an ATM fee of $250, which is charged each time you withdraw $20. They're always trying to steal your money. Write and solve an inequality that represents how many times you can withdraw $20 from the account without going below the minimum balance. So we're going to start with 280. Well, every time, and this is the number of times I withdraw $20. So it's 20x. I'm going to do this in two different steps. Minus 250x has to be less than or equal to 50. I know, Ava, you did it all at once. But x is the number of times I withdraw money, or $20. I get dinged 250. Well, you got two like terms there. I got minus 20x and I got minus 250x. Those can be combined into what? 22.5. So I get 280 minus 22.5 x is less than or equal to 50. All right, from there, subtract 280.
So really, it's the same problem, but we're adding the ATM fee to it, and have to add that to it. Because we're trying to figure out the same thing.
Yep, exact same thing. How many times I can withdraw $20?
All right.
Negative 22.5. X less than or equal to, what is that? Negative 230? Whoops. I don't think I get it. All right, flip their sign. Wait. I started off wrong. Sorry. This should be greater than or equal to begin with. Because we want it to be above $50. And now, after I divide by negative, it becomes less than or equal to. So hopefully you were smarter than I was. What do we get when we divide? You don't get a nice number, do you? So we're just rounding to the nearest tenth or 100. Doesn't matter. But Emily, what do you get when you divide?
$10.2.
10.2. So how do you answer that? How many times can I withdraw $20 from the account? Ava?
X must be less than or equal to the $10 $20 bills.
Okay, so X is less than or equal to 10. Yep. So you can, and there's different ways you can word that, but you can withdraw $20 10 or fewer times, or I can withdraw $20 up to 10 times. That would work, wouldn't it?
Yep.
I like that one. I'm going with that one.
Yep.
Okay, you can withdraw $20 up to 10 times. That includes 10. Can't go 11. Can't go 11, and you're going to go below your bounds. All right, I need you to look at the front, that very last one on the front. Number 8. A lot of you missed that one. Look at my answer key. We're going to do it. Look at yours. That's pretty good. Now, if you got that one, that's good.
Do this.
You blew it.
Okay, don't we have to distribute one on both sides? Right? Okay, so what's my on the left one? What do I got? Yep. It's greater than. Who can help me on that one? Come on. Go ahead, Lucas.
12x minus 15.
Guys, what do you notice right now? Okay, there's nothing simple on either side. What do you notice right now?
Ooh.
Go ahead.
I was looking at 9. You can do both.
Okay. 12x, right, on both. So the x's are going to cancel out. Is everybody good? So I'm left with 24 is greater than negative 15. Okay, my x is canceled out. So I got a true or false here. I have all real numbers or no solution, right? Lucas, is this true?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it is true. So what's my answer? All real numbers. Is everybody okay on that? Okay. Ryan, help me on this one, Ryan. Distribute on the left here.
Negative 8x plus 24.
Nice job. Okay, I'm going to bring down the 2x, right?
Yeah.
Okay, is less than or equal to, go ahead and distribute over there.
24 minus 8x minus 12.
Nice job. Okay, is everybody okay with the distribution? Everybody good? Okay. We got to combine like terms here, don't we? Oh, wait a minute. I wrote something that's x. Okay. So what's on the left side here? What's negative 8x plus 2x? What do I got? What is that? Go ahead, Lucas.
Negative 6x.
Plus 24. So what's, okay, negative 8x. I only have an one x term over here. What's 24 minus 12, guys?
16.
How much?
16.
16?
Well,
No. Should be that. Okay, what's the smallest x? Negative 6 or negative 8? -8 smaller. So I'm gonna add. Then it'll take me to positive when I add it, and that's what I want to do. Okay. How many x over here? 2x. Now what? What do you think? Riley, what do you think?
Subtract 20.
And what do you got?
Um,
2x is.
is less than or equal to negative 12.
Keep going.
Then divide by 2.
What do you got?
X is less than or equal to negative 6.
About half of them got it. Good. Half of them got it.
Yeah. Okay. So, what kind of circle at -6 here?
I did this a different way.
What do you think?
I still got the same answer.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Close.
It's closed. So if I got -6 here, -4, -8, closed circle, going which way? Left.
Hey, thanks for doing number 8, 'cause I forgot about that overall numbers. They need to see that. All right. Hey, I want to, word problems. Everybody says, I need help with word problems. You're going to see something similar to this on the quiz tomorrow. So we're going to do this together. Okay? So we're going to see actually this almost exact problem, but we're going to change some numbers. And and also, how do you write your answer? And then how you make a statement about your answer. So we got here, and just read through it, find wherever you got your notes or something to copy something down. Okay, Mrs. Williams decided between 2 field trips for her class. Science Center charges $55 plus $2 per student. Dino Discovery Museum charges $10 plus $3 per student. Okay, write and solve an inequality determined for how many students will the Science Center charge less than the Dino Discovery. So we want Science Center to be less than the Dino Discovery Museum. So we're going to write that equation. That's going to go under your original inequality. Okay, then we're going to solve it, and we're going to put our answer down. So, all right, I want you to think, what is that inequality? Try to write it down right now. Okay, what would it look like? Okay, as with anything else, when you struggle with something, you got to keep working at it. All right, Jeff, help me out here. How am I going to do this?
Is it 55 plus 2x? Is less than 10 plus 3x?
It is. Okay, it is. Now, when you're doing this tomorrow and on your practice quiz, that's your original inequality. And I'm just going to put it down here now. 55 plus 2x is less than 10 plus 3x. All right, well, we got to solve it. Okay, we got to solve it. Well, what do I do to solve that? What are you going to do, Griffin?
Subtract 2x on both sides,
Okay, subtract 2x.
and then it would be 55 is less than 10 plus x. And then I would subtract 10 on both sides, getting x is greater than 45.
All right, well, I'm going to do it in 2 steps because I'm not as quick as you are. I'm going to do it like that. And it says on the test, and it'll say, we've repeatedly said this, you have to write the variable in the front. You have to write the variable in the front when we're done. And so that's going to be x is greater than 45. So it says write your answers in equality. That would be this. X is greater than 45. You can put S, you can put N. It doesn't matter what variable you have. And this is where I'm really getting some craziness. Write a statement clearly explaining for how many students the Science Center will charge less than the Dino Discovery Museum. I'm getting all kind of answers. How would you word that? Ava?
The Science Center will charge less at 45 students or less.
No. Now, this is what she said. The Science Center, I want you to really think about this, Ava. I'm going to write down what you said. Science Center, make sure I write it down right, Mr. Parker, will charge less for 45 students or less. Is that what you heard, Mr. Parker?
Yes.
Ava, is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right, now I want you to rethink of that. Rethink through that. What's incorrect about that? Okay, Lucas.
Wouldn't it be 46 students? Because 45 is when they're equal.
Yeah, and how do you read that?
X is greater than 45.
Yeah, we want all the number of students that are what? Greater than 45. So actually, because it won't be 45 students or less, it actually has to start at 46. And is it going to be or less?
More.
Or more? So the Science Center will charge less for 46 students or more, or you could just say for more than, or for, yep, I can do 46 students or more. At 45, now you can't just say 46 students because 47, 48, 49, they all work. You got to say or more. At 45 students, Lucas, what happens?
They're equal.
They're equal. They're equal. Exact same price.
Could I use the wording like with more than 45 students, what was it, student center will charge less?
The Science Center. So with more than 45 students, yes. Okay. For more than 45 students, now there's more than one way to word it.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay, guys, here's how I think about this because I'm not good on problems like this. Okay, look at the original problem. Okay, now it wants to know what? When it's less for the yellow, right? For, what is that, Science Center? Okay, here's what you got to think. We got our answer, right? How much do they charge per student? 2. What's the other place charge? So the higher end students that go, where's it going to be cheaper at? See what I'm saying? So once we have our answer, wouldn't it make sense? What did we get for answer? This one? That once I get to that point, anything above 45 is going to be cheaper because they're only charging how much per student? 2. The other place is charging what? 3. So it's going to be cheaper at the $3 student per student, okay, less than 45. Once you get this threshold, it's only $2 a student. It's going to be cheaper at the place we want once we get greater than 40, greater than 45 or 46 students or more. That's how I think of it.
I agree. All right. What we got now is we got practice quiz. You're going to need to do this on a separate sheet of paper. You count this double.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this is a double assignment, which means it's 20 points. Formative, still formative. Hey, you only have to graph the first 6.
Where's your yellow sheet?
Only graph the first 6. Okay, after that, you just solve it and you can leave your answer.
Okay. Stop saying hi to me.
We'll spend about the first few minutes tomorrow I'll just have the answer key, you'll go over your answers, and then we'll start the quiz. Because we spent a ton of time.